Alright, this video is for pulleys and wheel and axle. Alright, so the definition of pulley is a rope or chain that turns around a grooved wheel. Some examples, sailboat mast, winches on your curtains at home, flagpole, machines in the weight room that have little pulleys. Not like the bench press, but like those machines where you move a little pin and you put different weights on there. All right, a couple different types of pulleys. This first one is called a fixed pulley. It's a pulley that's attached to like the ceiling or the top of something and it doesn't move. The rope just goes over the top and you like pull down on one side and pick up the mass or whatever on the other side. So some of the stuff in the weight room looks like this perhaps. Now, ideal mechanical advantage for this is 1. So it doesn't make it any easier. The thing it does is it changes direction. Instead of lifting, you're going to be pulling down. And typically for us, we kind of use our body weight. So if you're pulling something down, it's typically going to feel easier, even though it's not really easier. Now the supporting rope, or number of strands, so the ropes that are right above the weight, this tells you what the ideal mechanical advantage is. So right here you have just this 1 over it, so it's the same. It's 1 times easier, so it's the same. All right, pulley number 2 is a movable pulley, and this is where you would attach the pulley to the object you're trying to lift. And as you see in the picture, you have 2 ropes over the top of the box, or 2 strands. So this actually makes it twice as easy. So if you're trying to lift on something heavy from the ground, if you attached a pulley to it and attach the pulley to something else and lifted the other side, it'd be twice as easy. So you can lift twice as heavy things by using this method. A compound pulley is sometimes called a block and tackle. Like on old sailing ships, you might see it like this. If we were in our classroom, I have a few of these I could just show you. They're typically not set up like this way. They're more like the wheels are side by side. But this obviously is to make your life a lot easier if you're going to use a pulley that's way more complex or compound. So this one, if you count carefully, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 strands above this box. So this is going to make it 4 times easier. So if you have a 400-pound box and you're trying to lift it, if you use pulleys, you can make it feel like you're lifting 100 pounds. And if you actually put more pulleys in there, you can make it even easier.